we're in the boat for a little in-boat experience with me, and we are going to be talking about a certain jerkbait here that is not quite replacing the Vision 110 Plus One, which is a golden standard for me in the wintertime. One of my all-time favorite jerkbaits. Even I think I would put it over a normal 110. Today, we're going to be talking about this guy right here. This is the Shimano Zumverno 115 SP, which is suspend MR. So this 115 size jerkbait is very similar in size to the MEGABASS Vision 110. It has more of a re-range tapering effect of an upside down pyramid, which allows this bait to really cut side to side very, very effortlessly. Now, one thing that I was really confused about when I started throwing this jerkbait here, and for reference, I'm using 11.6 or 11.8 pound Defiant soft cast fluorocarbon, so pretty thin still, and I've got it paired up with a Corrado 70 and a Daiwa Power Scope. We're mixing everything together today. Now, this jerkbait rod, the Power Scope specifically, is probably a little overpowered for this Zumverno here. Now, if you're familiar with the original Zumverno, it is more of your junior 110 along the lines of a very finessey jerkbait. This 115 is still going to be that same finessey, I'm going to say action, because when you impart the action on this bait, it darts left and right very, very tightly, at least on the setup that I have here. And I haven't played with braid to fluorocarbon. I purely always go straight fluorocarbon for my jerkbaits. This action was really, really tight. When I was working the Zumverno, it was more of a cutting just left to right, walk the dog action, which I thought was very, very unique. You know, what I'm used to with a Vision 110 here is really being able to cut left and right really, really wide. Even with this bill design here, one thing I noticed with the Zumverno is that it tapers into a point much tighter than the 110, and you're also getting a little bit more extra bill area as well. It's also thicker in this bottom part, and I think that has to do and why I couldn't get this bait to do what the Vision 110 Plus One did. Now, I will say, if I had a lighter rod, I think it would be a little more preferred. That St. Croix 6'8" ultralight tip, where I can literally just twitch this bait in and around cover, I think might be the better option. Another thing that might be messing with it is I replaced the treble hooks. The stock hooks probably weigh about 2 times more than these 3 combined here. Only because I didn't like those hooks. These are the Hyperlatch 71 or Hyperlatch hooks from BKK. These aren't the ultralight. These are just the standard ones, but still much lighter. So I don't know if that has a lot to do with the action or not, but I will let you know that I do enjoy throwing this, especially for fish tight to cover, especially around something like a rock pile, maybe a old roadbed, even an old ramp that got covered up by water, anything like that. If you're target casting to these fish, this is an excellent, excellent option, because again, it's like walking the dog underwater. It literally sits there and goes left, right, which I think is really cool. When I use my Vision 110 Plus One, it's the same setup here, the Power Scope, the 11.8 fluorocarbon, and the Corrado 70. Most of the time, I'm able to work this very, very quickly without it blowing out, and that's one of the benefits that I like the 110 Plus One a little more, is because it actually dives down and it pulls enough water to where it actually works. You know, it works. It jerks very, very wide, as well as if you give it a soft twitch, it really just kind of dead walks, kind of like the Zumverno here. So where does this end up in my tackle box? Well, it's not going to be one that I cover a lot of water with. Like I said, that St. Croix X2 6'8" might be more of my dedicated, like Zumverno, 110 Junior +1, much lighter style crankbaits that, you know, a lot of the time I'm not purposefully fishing unless I specifically find those fish keyed in on a certain area. Another good example would be like a grass line. If you rip it up to that grass line, and it did swim very well, reeling it in, it got down to depth and it kind of just sat there. Again, it's a very good suspending lure. I did have it slow float because of the hook change, but that really allowed me to get in and around a lot of targets. Caught a few hybrids on this, caught some little largemouth, and I even hooked into a crappie that came off as I was skiing it across the water. But that right there, guys, again, Zumverno 115 SPMR, really cool stuff, and I definitely think you should check it out. We have a few in stock at lakeprotackle.com. We didn't go crazy with them. I wanted to test them out personally first. I never got that opportunity. At ICAST, I didn't get to take one from there. So we've got a few in stock if you want to try them. If you're looking for a very good, again, finesse-oriented / target-specific jerkbait, this is one to definitely try out. It also has the flash boost in it. I've got a few other colors here. The flash boost is really cool. It's something I didn't talk about, but probably should. Wherever it went. There we go. They do have a little flash boost. This is the Ozark color. Ow. And I just stuck my fingers straight into a DT12, which we're gonna do another video on here very shortly. But you get the point. These have flash boost, just like the Arma joints, just like the World Pop, everything like that from Shimano. So really enjoy it. 115 MR SPMR, available right now at lakeprotackle.com. I hope you enjoyed the little review, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. See ya.